A hearing is underway at a U.S. trade panel regarding possible import restrictions on Korean-made washing machines. This after the U.S. International Trade Commission determined earlier this month that cheap Korean imports were hurting its domestic competitors. Joonhee reports.
A public hearing was convened by the U.S. International Trade Commission on Thursday, 2 weeks after it ruled that low-cost washing machines from South Korea were damaging local industries. U.S. appliance manufacturers Whirlpool and GE Appliances asked the ITC to recommend import duties of 50% on large residential washers made by Samsung and LG Electronics. Lawyers representing the American firms accused their Korean rivals of shifting production from country to country to avoid anti-dumping duties.
Samsung and LG will find a new way to cheat Whirlpool and the rest of the U.S. industry, violate the spirit of the Commission's decision.
Officials from Seoul's trade and foreign ministries, as well as business officials, were also present at the hearing to argue against possible safeguards. They stressed that import restrictions will undermine the freedom of choice of American consumers and also harm the local job market and the economy by disrupting operations at Samsung and LG's newest plants currently under construction in the U.S. Officials from South Carolina and Tennessee, where the Korean firms are setting up their manufacturing operations, spoke out on Samsung and LG's behalf.
I'm here to urge you to vote against any trade restrictions on Samsung, on large residential washing imports that would hurt the workers and economic growth in my state.
The ITC plans to announce its recommendations next month and forward them to President Trump by December 4th. Trump is then expected to make a final decision on the matter within 60 days of receiving the recommendations. Joonhee, Arirang News.